guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm taking a step away from the travel videos just for today. Don't worry, they will be back. But I'm creating a video to share with you my top 5 tips for creating the best video content. So I suppose over the past few years, I've learned a lot about creating video content. I've learned what works and what doesn't work. I've learned how to think outside the box and how to create successful videos. So I decided to share some of those tips with you. And these are the 5 things that I think of when I'm creating new content. So that's whether it is for on the QT that I'm creating the content for, whether it's for different brands, or whether it is for a client that I'm working with. So number 1 is know your objectives and know your target audience. These are key things to understanding before you even start a video. Know what you want the video to be and know your objectives, what you want to be achieved from the video. And to do this, you have to know your target audience too. Is it a younger target audience? Is it an older target audience? This all kind of does affect the video because it affects the tone of the video, the way the video is made, the way the video you want the video to be portrayed. So it's really important to know your objectives of the video and who your target audience is. So number 2 is pick the right content. So this is really important. So once you know your objectives and your target audience, you kind of know, okay, this is the type of style of video that we want to do. But how do you get that message that you want to portray into the right format? So if you're creating a video, it can be an animated video, it can be a vlog style video, it can be a corporate video, it can be a how-to video, it can be an explainer video, and it could be a review style video. There's so many different types of videos, and so you kind of have to decide which style video best suits what your objectives are. It could be as well a 30-second video, it could be a minute video, or it could be such a big objective that you have to do a series of videos or an online series. So you have to see which suits your objectives and your audience and which format of video works best for you. So tip number 3 is center your video around a story. So this is whether or not you use animation, whether it's a 30-second video, a minute video, or a 30-minute video. You have to create your message around a story because if you don't, you're going to lose people's attention. So whether it's any length of those videos, have a start, a middle, and an end. Have it so that you keep the audience attention throughout. So this is key. You will lose your audience if you go off on a tangent, if you haven't a precise idea of where the video is going. If you don't know where the video is going, you can't expect people on the other side of the lens to understand what you're trying to portray. So my goal with every video that I do is to create a storyline that has a start, a middle, and an end. Something that I do is create storyboards. So I will have, before I even film, I'll have an idea written out or drawn out of every kind of scene that I want in that video. It makes the filming a little bit easier because you have a precise idea of what you want to film, and it also makes the edit a lot easier because you can visualize what the video will look like even before you start filming, and that's key. You can't just come up with a storyboard on the spot. You can't come up with a story like that. You want a story that's going to capture your audience and that's going to keep your audience. So tip number 4 is take a chance. This is one of my key tips if you're creating video content. Why do you want to be like everyone else? Do something that's going to make you stand out from the crowd. Don't just look at other industries in your area and see what they're doing and copy them, because Sure, no one's going to remember what you're going to do if you're going to be just like everybody else in that industry. You have to do something that makes people go wow, or makes people remember what you did. You want someone to remember your product or what you're trying to sell, or you want people to remember you. So don't look at what everyone else is doing. Do something that is unique to you and your brand. So my tip number 5, and this is one that always gets forgotten until the video is made, is know where your video is going to go. So that is your video going to go on YouTube? Is it going to go on Twitter? Is it going to go on LinkedIn? Is it going to go on Facebook? Because whatever platform you choose to put your video on, it kind of sometimes determines the tone your video is going to take. So if you're creating a video for LinkedIn, it kind of has to have a different tone to it. If you're creating a video for Facebook, it has to be a little bit more engaging and kind of more of a relaxed tone to it. So it does determine what way your video will be made. So always think, where am I gonna publish this video? And I suppose to know where you're going to publish it, you have to know where your target audience is. So this is something that should be worked out before you start filming. It's not something to be worked out once you get the video, because it could change the tone of the video and the way the video is made as well. So they're my top 5 tips for creating video content. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope as a brand or a blogger or whoever is tuning in, I hope you learned a lot. And I hope you learned a lot about how to create successful video content and a few tips that you need to look at before you even hire a videographer. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just comment below and I'll answer them. And thanks so much for tuning in. Bye!